New at 10, a police officer with some involvement in the investigation into the death of 10-year-old Xavier Williams in Tavares has now been added to the Brady list. I'm Michelle Imparato.
And I'm Jesse Pagan. The Brady list compiles members of law enforcement accused of misconduct. Xavier's mother and her boyfriend are accused of beating and burning him, even dropping a 10-pound dumbbell on him while he was duct taped to a ladder. WESH2's Haley Crumble is live in Tavares tonight. Haley, this officer going on the Brady list comes after he was arrested last week.
Yeah, that's right. But the Tavares Police Department here stresses, they say that this officer had minimal involvement with the Xavier Williams case. So we sat down with a criminal defense attorney to take a closer look at what an officer being added to the Brady list could mean for a case. A Tavares police officer is off the job and facing charges after he's accused of using his department credentials to log into networks and get contact information for people. According to this probable cause affidavit, it's people Denzel Jones is accused of getting in touch with to pretend to be with the Department of Children and Families, allegedly claiming they had an open case involving drugs. The affidavit says there was no open case, and one of the people Jones is accused of speaking to said they recognized his voice. They ultimately filed a report with the Lake County Sheriff's Office on June 7th. When we reached out to the Tavares Police Department, they said they were made aware of an investigation involving Officer Denzel Jones, and he was immediately placed on administrative leave pending the criminal investigation. Jones was arrested earlier this month and appears to have pled not guilty. The police department said following his arrest last week, his employment with the department was terminated, effective immediately. The behavior that led to his arrest is unacceptable and does not reflect the values, goals, or mission of this department. After his arrest on October 6th, just 2 days later, this document was filed in another case, the murder of 10-year-old Xavier Williams.
What this is, it's a notice by the state attorney's office that a certain police officer has made what's called the Brady list.
That means as an officer, Jones had some involvement in investigating the case and explained he had been arrested.
The Brady list signifies police officers who are either involved with pending criminal cases, have issues with their credibility, or may have some misconduct. And what it does is it notifies the defense that there may be something about this officer that you may want to look into.
The Tavares Police Department has alleged the Xavier Williams case was one of gruesome abuse and that his murder was ultimately at the hands of his mother and her boyfriend. When we asked criminal defense attorney Rajan Joshi about the impact an officer being added to the Brady list can potentially have on a case, he said some cases can hinge on an officer's credibility, or it could be irrelevant, and the officer had minimum involvement. Now, again, the Tavares Police Department saying that Jones had minimal involvement in the Xavier Williams case, and they said that they don't expect it will have an impact on the, quote, hopeful outcome of the case. Now, we did reach out to the state attorney's office as well as attorneys for Jones and the defendants in the Xavier Williams case. At this point, we have not heard back. Covering Lake County live in Tavares, Haley Crumble, WESH2 News.